So today in class we talked about GCF Venn diagrams, so I wanted to just give you a quick tutorial to help you remember if you're getting stuck at home. With the Venn diagram, we first have to find prime factorization. And we find prime factorization by doing our trees. So we're going to start with the 16. And with the 16, I need to break that down. I can do 4 and 4. Those also can be broken down. Those are not prime yet, so I can do 2 and 2, which are both prime, 2 and 2, which are both prime. So for the number 16, our factorization, or prime factorization, is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. For 56, we need to find two numbers that equal 56. We could do 7 and 8. 7 is prime, so I can circle it. 8 I can still break down. 4 and 2, circle 2 because it's prime. 4 can still be broken down to 2 and 2. Circle those because they're prime. Now I'm going to put this prime factorization right under my 16. I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. And the reason I did that is because next I need to find out, do we have any pairs, partners, between the 16 and 56? Well, they each have a 2 here, so I'm going to circle it. And remember our rules for our Venn, whatever they have in common, go in the middle. So there's one pair of 2's. I see another pair of 2's, so here's another pair of 2's. I see another pair of 2's, I'm going to put another pair of 2's. So for 16 I have a 2 left over that has no partner, and for 56 I have a 7 left over that has no partner. But for greatest common factor, I'm just going to look in the middle. I'm not going to worry about what's left over in either side. So now I just need to multiply what's in the middle. I have 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So the greatest common factor, or the GCF, of 16 and 56 is 8. 14 and 35. Why don't you try this one on your own, then come back and check. Okay, so you should have tried this one on your own, but we're going to check it. First we need to break down into prime factorization. 14 we can break down into 7 and 2. Both are prime, so I'm going to circle both. So for the number 14, my prime factorization is 7 times 2. For 35, I'm going to break it down. It's 7 and 5. Those are both prime. I'm going to write it underneath the 14 so I can pair up. Factorization sentence is 7 times 5. Now I need to look for pairs. I see a pair of 7's, so I'm going to write it in the middle. The 14 has a 2 left over. The 35 has a 5 left over. But again, for GCF, I'm just going to focus on the common factors, which are in the middle. So I know that I don't even have to multiply this. The GCF of 14 and 35 is 7. Okay, try this one on your own. Pause the video, come back and check with me. Okay, so you should have tried this one on your own. We first need to find the prime factorization of 18. So we can break that down to 9 and 2. 2 is prime. Break down the 9 to 3 and 3. 3's are prime. So my prime factorization is 3 times 3 times 2. Let's do 36. I could do 6 and 6. Those aren't my only options, but my prime factorization will still be the same at the bottom. 6 is 3 times 2. 6 is 3 times 2. They're all prime. I'm going to rewrite it here. 3 times 2 times 3 times 2. Now let's try to find pairs. I see a pair of 3s, I'm going to circle it, put it in the middle. I see another pair of 3s, put it in the middle. I see a pair of 2s, put that in the middle. Now 36 has a 2 left over, but I'm not going to worry about here or here. I'm just going to worry about the middle. So I'm going to multiply 3 times 3 times 2. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So the GCF is 18.